In this video, we are going to establish scores for fitness testing that we ran based on this template here that is worth 15% of the total unit grade. We're going to focus on muscular strength, on flexibility, and on composition. So, opening up your spreadsheet, I have the columns already labeled. What I'd like you to have is student, gender, age, and then in the case of muscular strength, we're doing push-ups for time 1 and push-ups for time 2, as well as a bonus point for improvement, and then a total push-up score. And we'll be weighting each one of these scores based on what was established in the write-up. So, as you can see, I started this file already. When you're creating yours, there are some tricks you can use. One involves selecting a series of numbers, highlighting it, and then dragging that bottom right-hand corner all the way down so you get a series of consecutive numbers. You're charged with developing a data set for 30 students. And then similarly, just for the sake of efficiency, you can copy and paste the same numbers just so you have some variability. Not too far. Okay, so the key here will be to look up scores from your set of age and gender-based norms so that you have scores that are representative of what students would be performing at based on their age and gender. So looking at the reference sheet in our write-up, we have males between the ages of 15 and 19, so this range represents the age group that we have. The scores can be anywhere from 39 to under 17. So we'll set some scores to reflect those numbers. And then for females, the scores will range from 11 to 33. So 17 to 39 and 11 to 33. I'll insert some of these scores and then pick up with the next few steps. So after you've added scores, raw scores that is, for all of your students, you have to go back and assign an appropriate number of points. And as I said earlier, the dummy variable should have the maximum number of points. So I'm going to check back here on my reference sheet and realize that the maximum amount of points is 10, so I'm going to insert 10 here. Then I'm going to compare the scores based on gender and age to this reference sheet. For men, for example, that person had 22 points, so they're slightly below average. They will get 6 points. Okay. So you might be wondering, why am I basing it on the first time or the second time? When you're assigning points, you should be basing it on achievement at post-test. So a 39 then would be similarly 10 points. And sometimes it's easier to go down and scan for numbers that are on the high end. So the high end for males and for females in that case would be 39 and higher. Alright, so I would go down, there's a 39 and higher, they would get a 10. And so forth. The next step is to sum the total. So you simply go to the cell where you want to sum in the dummy variable row, write equals, and add your points. In this case, we're summing 0 for the bonus points, because if we don't, then it would not be